Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to show you three 3x3 example solves for the beginner method. So let's get right into the video. So a couple days ago I came out with my beginner method tutorial, and that goes over basically the beginner method of the 3x3. So make sure you watch that video before you come here, because I'll be going over the same thing that I went over in that video. And in this video I'm going to be doing 3 example solves. So we do example solves so I can teach you things and I can show you how I would solve it using the beginner method. So make sure to watch the whole video and watch all 3 example solves so I can show you some tips and I can show you how I'd recommend using the beginner method that I just taught in that tutorial. So normally I'd put the scramble on the screen because for each different cube there's a scramble, but typically beginners don't know the scramble, so I'm not going to do that for this one. But first let's do the white cross. So we have our one edge right here, so that's good. Then we look at the top, there's no edges on there. We look at the middle layer, here's one, and we make sure that this is an incorrect edge. We put that one in. Then we have this piece, and I'm going to do the F move right here, making sure that this one doesn't come misaligned, and then I can put that piece in also. Then we find the last one, it's right here. We don't want to do the F move because that takes the orange out, so I move it over until it's right above the empty slot. So since this one doesn't have a white edge in it, it's empty. Then I do the F move right here, and then I put the piece in. So now we do the white cross. So I put this edge in first because that's already fixed. Then let's see, do we have any other ones? No. So we put this one in because it matches its center. Then we have this one, we move it over. Now that one matches its center too. Put that one in, and then we have the orange one right here, and that matches its center, so we put that in. Now let's do the pieces. So first I'm going to use this one because I spotted it first. So I move it over, then I do RU prime U prime until it's in its place. Then I do this one, then I do this one, then I do the last one, which is right here. And now I have my whole first layer done. So now let's do some of the edges. So I have this piece right here, and I'm going to do that one first. So I move it away, left-handed algorithm, rotate, right-handed algorithm, and now that one's in. This one was already solved, so then we use this one. We're going to put that one in the right-hand slot. So I do a U, move it away, right-handed algorithm, rotate, left-handed algorithm. Now we have this one right here, and we match it up with the center, move it away, right-handed algorithm, rotate, left-handed algorithm. So now we have our whole first 2 layers done. So now we do this case, and this is the horizontal bar case. So we put it horizontally like that, do our F, right-handed algorithm, F prime, just like that. Now we do our edges, and this is a case where, as you can see, the blue and the green are already solved, but these 2 aren't. So this is a harder case. So what you do here is from any state, I can just do the algorithm. So I can do right-handed algorithm, U2, R, U2, R prime, and now it should be in an easier state. So I have this green one right here, making sure none of the other edges are solved. Right-handed algorithm, U2, R, U2, R prime. Now all of my edges are solved. So now I can move on to the corners. So I put the white on top now, do the right-handed algorithm for the corner that goes in this part. Then I use the D move, and then I put this corner in. Then I can put it back. So now all of my corners are oriented. Now I just have to permute them. So I'm going to start with this one, and I do RU to R prime. Then I move over, and I move the down layer so that I put it in here, because as you can see, this is the yellow, red, and green one, and then I can put it in just like that. This one is the yellow, green, and orange one. So I move the yellow, green, and orange right there. Do RU to R prime, then move that one in, and then I do the RU to R prime again. That's the beginner method, and now let's do another example solve. Alright, so starting off with another solve, I already have this piece in right here, so that's good. Then I have this piece that's on the top. We always make sure to look on the bottom to see if we have any solved already, but then we go straight to the top and see if there's any on the top, and then I can put that one in with an L2. Then I have this one here, and that's the middle layer, because once you're done looking for them on the top layer, you can go to the middle one. So I put this one in just like that, making sure that there's not an already solved edge right there, because if the green one was there and I put that one in, that would take the green one out. So what I want to do is I want to move the blue so it's right above an empty slot, and this one isn't a white edge, so it doesn't matter. Now I have this one, and I make sure that this part is unsolved. So I do an F move just like that. Then I can move the top layer so it moves into an empty one because this one isn't a white edge, so I put it in like that. Now let's do the part 2 of the cross. So we already have this green one in, so I can put it just like that. Then let's see, we don't have any other ones, so I can do this orange. I can do the blue too. Then I have this red one, and I can put that one in. Now let's do the first layer. So I have this orange and green corner, and I can put it right here. Do the right-handed algorithm. I also have this one. I can do the right-handed algorithm again. Then I have this one right here. I can move it over, do the right-handed algorithm until it's in its spot. And then I have this one, which is the last one. I can do the right-handed algorithm, and then it's right in there. So now we have our whole first layer done. So now as you can see, all the edges that are in their spots are in the wrong spots. So all the top layer is yellow. So what you do in this case is you see this edge, you can just do for any of them. I'm going to do the blue and orange one. I can put in this piece for it. So I move it away, right-handed, rotate, left-handed. And since I substituted this one for this one gets taken out. So I can put this one in right here. So I have it matched up with its center. Move it away, right-handed algorithm, rotate, left-handed algorithm. Now I have this green and red one. I can put it right here so it matches up with its center. I'm putting it in the left, so I move it away. Left-handed algorithm first, rotate, right-handed algorithm. Now, as you can see, I have these same two cases, so I need to swap these two edges. So what I do is I put a yellow edge in its place, so then I can take this one out and put it in there. So I'm going to use this edge right here, and then I move it away. Left-handed algorithm, rotate, right-handed algorithm. And you only need to do that if there's all yellow edges on the top and the middle layer isn't solved. So if there still is an edge that's on the top that's not yellow, you need to put that one in. But if there's all yellow edges on the top, then you need to use a yellow edge to take out one of the other edges so you can put this one in. So then I have it paired up with its center, move it away, left-handed algorithm, rotate, right-handed algorithm. Then I have this one last right here. And this one is the last one because I have all of my other edges put in. So I move it away, left-handed algorithm, rotate, right-handed algorithm. And now we don't have to do an algorithm to orient the yellow edges. We can just permute them first. So I have this blue one in the front. None of the other edges are solved, which is good. So I can do the right-handed algorithm, U2R, U2R prime. And since they still aren't solved, we can just do it again. Right-handed algorithm, U2R, U2R prime. Now all the edges are solved. So now we put the white layer on top. We just choose any of the edges, but make sure this one is unsolved. So I wouldn't want this one to be here. I'd want this one. Do the right-handed algorithm. Put this one here, just like that. Right-handed algorithm again. And you may notice in that case that the white layer goes back to being solved, but just keep doing the right-handed algorithm because in the end it will be solved. Then I put this one right here, right-handed algorithm again. And the top layer is solved again, so we have this case. So now we're on the last part. So I have all of my edges in their places. I'm going to do this one first, RU2R prime. Then since this one is green and red, I need to put the green and red piece right here, RU2R prime. This one's green and orange, so I move the green and orange part right there, RU2R prime. Then I move the red and blue one right here, and then I do the RU2R prime again. So that's example solve number 2, and now let's go to the last one. So now we have our last solve, and this is another one, and what we're going to do first is check to the bottom. There isn't any white edges that are already facing the yellow face, so I'm going to put this one in first because it's on the top. Then what I do is I put the orange one in, and I make sure I rotate the yellow layer because I don't want to replace the blue with the orange because that would take out the blue. So then I put the orange one in, I put the green one in, and then I put the red one in. So now we'll connect all the edges to this white center, and I put that one in first. Then I can put the blue one in. Then I do a U2 to put the orange one in. Then the red one is already oriented, so I put that one in too. Now let's do the corners on the top. So I have this piece right here. I can move it over so it's right above the blue and the orange. Then I do the right-handed algorithm. Then I have this one next, so I put it so it's right here. Then I do the right-handed algorithm again. Then there's this one right here, and then I move it over so it's right above where it's supposed to go. Then I do the right-handed algorithm. Then I have this last one right here, and this one just needs to be rotated. So what you do is, since it's already in its spot, I can just keep doing the right-handed algorithm. And now it's right there. So now let's do the edges, and I first found this one, so I move it away, left-handed algorithm, rotate, right-handed algorithm. Then we have this edge, so I need to move it right here so it's connected to its center, move it away, left-handed algorithm, rotate back. right-handed algorithm. Make sure you finish off all your algorithms with the U prime, because if you don't finish it off with the U prime, then it could mess it up in the future. So just get into the habit, even though you might not need it now, just get into the habit of finishing off all the algorithms with the U prime. So I have this one right here, move it away, left-handed algorithm, right-handed algorithm. And just like I said, make sure you finish it off with the U prime, because it's a good habit to get into. If you don't finish it off with the U prime, that could mess you up in the future. So make sure you finish them all off with the U prime. Then I have this one right here, and it's connected to the green center. Move it away, left-handed algorithm, rotate, right-handed algorithm. So now let's see, we have these two edges right here, and what you need to do is, since it's in the V case, you do your F, two right-handed algorithms, then you do your F prime, and now we have this case. So we want to put the red one in, and none of the other ones were solved. And as you can see before, this blue and orange block was solved, but since these two edges are oriented, we want to choose a different one because we only want one edge oriented. So since we only want this edge solved, we have the red one in its place, and now we do the algorithm for the rest of them. So we do RU, R prime, U prime, then we do the U2, R, U2, R prime. And now all the rest of the edges are solved. So now what you do is you rotate so the white's on the top, then you do the algorithm for the corner right here. Then since this one's solved, we move this one over, we do the algorithm again. Then since that one's solved, we move this one over, we do that algorithm again. Then we have our last one right here, and we do the RU, R prime, U prime until that one's solved. So now we move all the edges in place, and now we're on our last layer. So I'm going to do this one first. I do RU to R prime, that one's red and blue. So I move the red and blue edges over here, so I can put that one in right there. Do RU to R prime, we move the orange and blue right there. Then I can do the RU to R prime again. And now I have my last one right here. I have the orange and green. Do RU to R prime, and then it's solved. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped you get more experience with the beginner method, and now make sure to practice some beginner method solves on your own. If you have any questions about the beginner method, please be sure to comment them in the section below. Make sure to watch my beginner method tutorial so this video will make sense to you. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos, and make sure to check out other content that would help you with your cubing journey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.